So, this could be a part of the lost city. As you can see, so we're back at Chandler Park. I just took the stairs down here, and I'm not gonna go that way. I know where that leads to, but we're gonna go this way. And basically the trail just follows the bluff. And so I'll see if I can get a bit more footage than I did last time. All right. So as you can see, just kind of like last time, the trail kind of opens up here, and then you get to this point where it gets a little bit more rocky and bluffy. Looks like Red Rock Trail. Right, so as you can see, this trail gets very steep because I just came from up there. So we're gonna try to walk down here. As I showed you last time, there are levels to this trail. There's one that's down there, and this is kind of a mid-level, and there's one up there. But you have to be very, very careful. I want to go down the lower level, but there's like slate rock there, and it's wet. And if I fall, it's gonna be a problem. So, all right, guys and gals. So I just made it down part of the bluff. This is not a place you want to take an older person. I'm gonna head down this way. But it's a pretty steep decline. But yeah, I mean, I had to sit and kind of crawl my way-ish downtown because it's just a steep decline. But definitely worth checking out if you're athletic or in decent shape and wearing the proper clothes. It is quiet and serene down here. As you can see, there's the road. And these are the shoes that I'm wearing. Not exactly hiking shoes. You see the bottom doesn't really have tread. This is a lifestyle shoe. And even worse than the tread is the fact that it's mesh, so my foot just rolls. If my momentum goes the wrong way in the shoe, there's really no stabilization there. So that's not very smart. So I'm gonna head up a little bit and stop going towards the road. I basically followed that, and there's not really trail markers. I mean, you can use the bluff, but going here, you just gotta make your own way. That's where I just came from. And that's kind of the bluff up top. And that's just really a hillside, you know, bluffs in the hillside, but there's like little holes like that. And then there could be little hiding places for snakes. I'm not gonna walk in there, but, and again, I say to thee who are unathletic, I wouldn't do this. No shame, but look where I just came from. So I just came from down there, and I'm walking up here. This is like a steep angle for real. Like if you have weak legs or a lot of body mass, you're not gonna be able to do this. But if you dare, this is a sight to behold. You know, it's not a steep mountain, but I just came from down there, so I feel pretty good. Just got a little ways to go. We'll be at the top, so there's more space. So I just climbed up from a steep portion there, and as you can see, there's the main rock wall up there. So, all right, I just came from that area. That's the main trail. But we're just gonna go up, down, and up through here. Apparently not. And as you can see, the trail leads down there. So as you can probably tell, the last time I went walking here, I didn't really come all the way down here and walk along this rock wall. It's a nice area to walk in. If you stay along this rock wall, it's not bad at all. You might want to have like a walking stick or something, or sticks. Yeah. Just along this way, there's like openings and walkways up to the top. So, but guys, do you hear that? It is so quiet and serene back here. Now this is a Sunday afternoon at about 4:40, so it is starting to get dark. So, but it's not too bad. Oh shoot! A lot of rocks. It's just beautiful back here, though. This is very, very nice. I don't think I came back here before, and I apologize. I mean, I'm not from Tulsa, so yeah, I didn't grow up around here. I came here to go to school. So I don't know it like the back of my hand. I've lived here a while, but still, like, so there's, I'm at a kind of a high point. There's like an opening there to get down here, and the trail goes down there. So We'll climb down there very carefully like that, but ooh, this is very beautiful. So guys, yeah, this is definitely a part of the trail you want to come to. And I'm sorry I missed it last time. This is kind of what someone was talking about when they commented on my video, that I missed so much back here. So it's about 10 till 5, and I should probably be getting back. Sun goes down at 5:20, so there's still good sunlight, but so I don't know what this fence, if that's like a property line for someone's private property. It kind of borders Chandler Park, but you could potentially enter from here, but we're gonna go ahead and head back to the car. So basically, I just showed you the edge of the Lost City Trail. Apparently, it starts right here. You just go down there. So yeah, one of these days I'll have to come back in here and walk through the entire trail. Blame the kid in me. But I'm gonna go down here again, go the other way just to see what's down there. I'm gonna have to finish this video on a different day. I just want to see.
Okay, guys and girls, as you saw in the caption, this is the first day that I was out here for the second time, and I didn't have a ton of daylight, but when I was leaving, I wanted to kind of explore part of the park towards the front. And if you're familiar with Chandler Park, you know there's 2 sets of stairs that you go down to get to this older part of the trail that used to be a part of the park where you would drive into, and there were little campsites and things like that. Like, this is a road that cars would actually go on. Now you just see people walking back here with their dogs. But it is an interesting area and one I would recommend checking out. One thing I would say is I wouldn't come out here by yourself. I don't think it's unsafe, but if you were to roll your ankles, slip and fall, or injure yourself, that would kind of suck. And then also, it's just good to experience with someone else. I'm pretty self-sufficient, and I kind of like having time to myself to relax and things like that. So it doesn't really bother me, but still, some of the parts of the trail are a little bit more difficult. And, you know, it's just kind of safer and more prudent to be with someone out here, or at least have a pet. So
yeah, it does look like an old city. So I would say probably like 50s, 60s. That's what it was. You would just drive up in here. But it's kind of cool. Like, I always like going places where you see what was. You know, what was the last generation doing, or the generation before that? How were they enjoying this area? How did they live? That's always very interesting to me. This is obviously an area of the trail that you would walk if you had dogs, and I mean, you could probably get like a mile and a half of walking on pavement. So this could be a part of the Lost City. You can see there is an overhang there, and there's like a driving trail here. So obviously people used to drive down in here and picnic and sit out with their families in simpler times. Like, this is an overgrown area where people used to climb down into the rock face. It's getting dark, you can see the moon. So, but yeah, you can go down there. Surprisingly, it looks lighter, but this is very, very nice. Yeah. So you can see, this is kind of carved out the bluff. I could see it being like some kind of stand or even a picnic thing being here back in the day. So it's starting to get dark, and I better go back. So this is a different day. But I did park at the community center. I drove all the way up this time, and I'm entering the trail from here. So again, I mean, there is walking room, but you want to have on decent shoes because this trail is hard. So you want shoes with a harder bottom and some cushioning, or you may be in trouble. So here's what we're looking at. And this is actually part of the trail. And I'm wearing the wrong shoes again, but that's all right. The reason I say that is because they're this is what you're kind of looking at here. This part of the trail, and it's about 12:50 right now, so the sun is probably peaking in a little bit, but yeah, it's nice back here. It's quiet, and this is a Saturday, so rocks and things, so you kind of want to watch your step because the ground is not even. You know, this is nature, so it's not making a perfect path. I mean, some things have been cleared out and whatnot, so trail, there's two ways we can go. So I'm going to go this way, just to take a quick look here. Where are my glasses? All right, so the trail does lead into some wilderness areas. As you can see, it's nice. There's a little walking path, but you want to make sure you're wearing pants that are the appropriate wear. So like I have on these pants, these are like a rugged khaki style pants, so when I'm walking through thorns I don't feel them. Previously I was out here in some sweatpants, which sounds good, but thorns were just pricking right through them and stuff, so you want to be mindful of that. And the mud too. So while I don't mind getting my feet wet, this is what we're looking at here. Just pretty much in the middle of woods. So I'll go climb on top of this thing. So like, see, I'm gonna walk through this. Just not even gonna push it back with my hands because I'm wearing sunglasses. This rock, which is probably about, hell, it's probably 12 feet in the air. But I'll just do a quick 360 to show you what I see. So, all right, so I'm a little bit further back. And I don't know if you can kind of see through there. You can't, but there's a road. So I'm gonna go down here for a little bit and probably turn around, but there's the bluff back there that I came from. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. I know it's pretty lengthy, but there's just a lot to cover in the park, and I didn't want to make 10 videos. But I'd like to give you a couple pointers if you are going to be heading out to Chandler Park. Number one, you want to wear the right shoes. You want to make sure you have shoes with a pretty solid bottom. It is very rocky there. So you want to make sure they have a good bottom, that you're not going to feel the rocks and different things through. And you also want to make sure the shoes stabilize your feet, because a lot of times your feet can roll, especially if you're walking on the hillside or on uneven rocks and things like that. You also want to wear good pants. I would say sweatpants are not appropriate. Like I said, I had on some hard kind of outdoor khakis, and they were very helpful because it is super, super stupid thorny towards the back of the trail. I mean, there were times when I was walking around and I was surrounded by thorns and I had to put my hands out and kind of walk through them. I mean, there was no way around them. So there are a ton of thorns in the back. I would wear a hat just because there's a lot of brush and stuff that goes against your hair. If you have long hair or any hair, you can get your hair caught in some thorns and thickets and whatever. And then also I would wear some sort of, eye protection, because when I was walking through, a lot of things were hitting me in the eye. I was wearing sunglasses. I ended up losing them because I put them on top of my hat so that I could kind of see in certain parts of the trail. So that was a mistake. But anyway, this is a very nice area. It will take some time to kind of walk through and explore. So you might want to take 1 or 2 days coming out here just to take a look at things, or start earlier in the day so you can take it all in. But I hope you're enjoying the video. I'm sorry it's so long, but it's nature. Again, my videos do not do this or any park justice, so if you really want to see and experience the fullness of what this has to offer, go out and see it. Additionally, I would say that you want to wear long sleeves also. You can get by with short sleeves, but for a lot of the trail, I was just walking through brush and just pushing things aside. I didn't have a hatchet or a machete or anything like that that I was cutting back branches with. Eventually I did grab a stick so I could kind of move some thorns back. But the short sleeves really helped because I was able to just walk through thorns and stuff. They were pulling at the shirt and things like that, and it wasn't a huge deal. Honestly, if you're going towards the back of the trail, you might want to carry a machete or something that you can cut back those thorns, because a lot of times I was getting a little tangled up in the thorns. There are so many thorns back there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's keep going.